Hello, right, time to have a look at some terrible bets for UFC Vegas 81, headlined by Brendan Allen and Paul Craig. It's taking place at the UFC Apex tonight, being Saturday the 18th November. I am Burt Green, this is the Burt Locker. I haven't done a full casuals guide this week. I've just been very busy. Had a really nice stand-up gig last night in Corby. They're lovely people, raised a lot of money for the cricket club there. It was a really great night. So if any of those people are watching from there, really lovely time. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. It was good times had by all. Let's get into these fights. So I'm just going to do quick terrible bets. I've got one bet on this week that I like the looks of. So effectively, it's just one treble. I'm going with Jordan Levitt to submit Chase Hooper. Now that's coming in at +7, so that's 6-1 in English. And the reason I like that is that Levitt's been pretty good. I'm not counting Chase Hooper out at all, but like Levitt's got a very good ground game, especially from the top. He's got 6 submissions in the UFC. He's got very good dexterity with his legs. He's got very good control with the limbs as well. So that's why I'm going for that one. Not counting Hooper out, I just like Levitt in that one. And then you've got Michael Morales. I'm taking him to win by knockout/TKO. 225. That's about even money in English. And the reason for that is very, very simple. The guy is 15 fights in. He is unbeaten. He has 11 knockouts on his record. So it's as simple as that. The guy's a beast. The guy's a beast fighting out of Ecuador. He's got great hands. He's got very good low kicks. He's a savage. He really is. He's definitely going to be one to watch. And then finally, I do have Paul Craig to submit Brandon Allen. Now, I appreciate actually this one could go either way. So I effectively just picked the submission. I couldn't decide who was going to win that one because I do think it's going to be largely either they're going to try and test the grappling because both of them are elite level grapplers, both of them black belts, both of them have 13 submissions on their record, right? They're both absolute killers on the ground. They might want to test that. If they test that, I think it's really a toss-up. Either one of those can win it. So it stands to reason you take the guy with the longer odds, which is Paul Craig. You're getting 6.5 on Paul Craig by submission, which is about 5.5-1 in English. So on the feet, who do I think is more dangerous? Possibly Brendan Allen, but not by much, honestly. I genuinely don't think there is an awful lot between these two. Do I think there is a slight edge towards Allen? Yes, but like it's closer than the odds reflect, I think. I think you are getting some real value on Paul Craig because wherever the fight goes, I do think that either guy can easily upset the other one. And Paul Craig is like a +450 underdog. You're getting like, and that's about 3.5-1 in English. So that's crazy odds for a fight with two guys in, and also two guys with, they have quite similar skill sets, honestly. Both of them, like Brendan Allen, his stand-up is okay. I'd say his stand-up is probably slightly better than Paul Craig's, but not by much. On the ground, I don't know who is better. I would say that Paul Craig is probably shown that he's very aggressive off his back. He's got a terrific back, he's got terrific triangles and arm bars from his back. Whereas Brendan Allen tends to get the submissions. He's more of a back taker, and he'll get the rear naked choke. And it's up to you to try and stop him. Very few people can, as we've seen in his career. So they're both very different styles of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, actually, but they're both elite at it. And I would say that Paul Craig's got one of the most aggressive guards I think I've ever seen, because he's going to snap limbs. That's what he's trying to do, and he's succeeded when you watch what he did to Jamal Hill. So for me, because it's for me, skill-wise, it's so close, you have to go for the longer odds. That's why I'm taking Paul Craig, but obviously either of those guys could win that one. I'm looking for value more than anything. And you're getting pretty good value on that treble, honestly, because Levitt by submission, Morales by knockout, and Paul Craig by submission, you put those together on one slip, you are getting 102-1 roughly. And so that's worth £2.50 for me. And yeah, and at the end of the night, I'll be £2.50 down. But It's going to be fun to watch. There's some very interesting fights on this card. I haven't had a chance to really research all of them properly, but those 3 fights have definitely piqued my interest, so I'm going to be looking forward to them. Let me know in the comments who you're betting on. I like to see accumulators. I like to see people's successes, so just post what you've been betting on, and yeah, until next time, keep those odds long and those bets terrible.